Kita punya group number 5.
Dah boleh start ke sir?
Dah, sudah boleh.
Okay,
Hari ada 2 group saja akan present.
Okay sir.
Okay.
Boleh nampak ke skrin saya?
Belum lagi.
Belum lagi.
Okey dah.
Dah. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Dah share dah you punya.
Apa
Share
sir?
dah you punya.
Slide? Belum.
WhatsApp dulu. Sebab bila saya buka ni dia clear sikit.
Okay sir. Okay dah, saya dah share.
Okey, kalau biru.
Boleh saya start ke?
Boleh.
We present about last paper DHU and UITM of Conceptual Framework. So next slide. For the presenter one, which is me, myself, Nur Fatin Atira binti Rosti, will present about last paper DHU. While my friends, Nur Farah Atika binti Hadi, also will present last paper UITM. I hope you guys can enjoy it. Okay, so for my part, which is past year paper DHU September 2020. For the first one question, which is conceptual framework, is an attempt to define the nature and purpose of accounting. It is important to the understanding of the principles and concepts that underpin International Financial Reporting Standard or IFRS. So, worldwide, accounting academics and standard setters alike have attempted to develop a conceptual framework that provides a definitive statement of nature and purpose of financial accounting and reporting, and which provide guidelines for all accounting practice. So the question asks us to, in the light of the above statement, discuss 3 major rules of the conceptual framework in the development of the accounting standard. So basically, for this question come from topic 1 and 2, where is our friend already present. So other than that, this question also straightforward because it's just to us discuss 3 major rules of the conceptual framework. So let's see for our answer first. Okay, for the answer, we have a 3, which is the first one. A conceptual framework provides a formal foundation for deciding whether to quantify and monitor transactions, whether they are interpreted and transmitted to consumers. We provide financial reporting consumers and preparers with an interpretation of accounting principles and requirements focused around a shared philosophy. Second one is to assist the MASB to develop IFRS standards that are based on consistent concepts. Last but not least, to assist preparers to develop consistent accounting policies when no standard applies to a particular transaction or other event, or when a standard allows a choice of an accounting policy. So that's all for question 1. I will moving on for the question 2, which is it was put for that conceptual framework projects have been undertaken to ensure that the practice of financial reporting is developed in a logical and consistent manner, which might be important for creating public confidence in the practice of accounting. So we are able to require only discuss 3 arguments to support the view that conceptual framework has been successful in achieving the stated objective. So before I moving on for this answer, I would like to explain what the question asks us to do. For me, This question asks us to give more evidence that says conceptual framework are effectively used to achieve objectives. Like for example, we can answer why we need conceptual framework, importance of conceptual framework, or direction of conceptual framework. So let's look for answer. Okay, we have three answers, which is first one, an essential for investor. For investor, it is because it provides the risk capital to the investor and the advisor is concerned with the risk inherent from their investment. It's also the information is needed to help them to determine whether they should sell, buy, or hold the share. Information which enables access to the ability one of the enterprise to pay dividend is interested by the shareholders. Second one, it also can help the board in setting sound financial accounting standard, which is, like I say, it's also can help users of financial reporting in understanding more the information and costs in financial statement prepared in conformity with financial accounting standard. Last but not least, also can solve the problem. For example, what I can give for you guys, which is as an accountant in one company does not know how to recognition and measurement for assets. So to make it easier, he can refer to the conceptual framework. Like in the conceptual framework, we can know how to do recognition and measurement for asset, equity, liability, expenses, and also revenue. So that's all for answer question 2. Okay, last but not least, for the question 3, which is the conceptual framework for accounting is defined as a coherent system of interrelated objectives and fundamentals that is expected to lead to consistent standards and that prescribes the nature, function, and limits of financial accounting and reporting. So the question asks us, explain 4 benefits or advantage of having a conceptual framework for accounting as guideline to the standard setters.
Okay, before I proceed to my answer, I would like to ask our friends to give their opinions about benefit or advantage of conceptual framework so that everyone will not be boring. Okay, so I would like to call Muhammad Syafiq Reza to answer my question. Are you there, Syafiq? Syafiq ada ke? Syafiq?
Hello.
Okay. Dengar ke question saya tadi?
Can you repeat?
Okay. Can you give your own opinions about benefits or advantage of conceptual framework to our friends?
Okay. Based on my understanding about the conceptual framework, so we know that the conceptual framework has been comprised with all the methods that can be throughout for the statement. Okay, so what I can understand about the benefits from conceptual framework, first it can build on and it can be related to an established body of concept and objective. For example, we focus on the IFRS or IASB. IASB, which is to know what the item that should be recognized for the purpose, for what the item that could be inserted to the financial statement. Okay, that's the first one. one is about the second benefit is to provide framework for solving news and emerging practical problems, in which that we can see there's a we can know what the standard can be used, and to know what the information has been done from this has been done to do after finalized on the financial statement. So the third one is how I'm going to say about okay, it's to increase the financial statement users to understand about the financial reporting, in which that to in the completion of the financial statement alongside with the notes to financial statement, financial highlights, within the what do we call the standard has been implemented by the international accounting standard board. So the user can be know what the types of the item that could be used in terms of the concept and the objective. So the last one is to expand the comparability among the company's financial statement. Okay, based on what I'm understanding about the comparability among the company's financial statement, the companies are very different within the goal and the objective on it for the to obtaining some goals of the financial statement. So to know what the concept that is being used, can be know who is the what the biggest revenue, what's the biggest loss, what is the percentage of the return between the two companies of it, and so on. So yeah, so that's benefits of the conceptual framework that I can understand about it.
Okay. Thank you for your good and correct answer, Shafiq. Okay, so let's we see my answer. Thank you.
Okay, so for the our answer is this one is IFRS are widely accepted as a set of high quality and transparent global standards which are capable to achieve consistent and comparability across the world. So to make easily, you guys can take note a point that I highlight, which is widely accepted as a set of high quality and transparent global. Second one is companies that own foreign subsidiaries will find the process of consolidation simplified if all their subsidiaries use IFRS. Third one is financial statement that follow IFRS guideline will be audited based on standard auditing or ISA. Will have an enhanced status and reputation. Last but not least, for the answer, companies that use IFRS will get result easily and can be company to other companies that using IFRS as their guideline. So that's all from me. I will pass for the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, now I will explain about past year paper UiTM. First question is accounting theory inter alia deal with the principle and rules of recognition and measurement of a basic element of financial statement. The question is, what is the distinctive difference between recognition and measurement? Okay, next slide. Okay, for the question, recognition. A financial instrument is recognized in the financial statement when the entity becomes a party to the financial instrument contracts. An entity removes a financial liability from its statement of financial position when its obligation is extinguished. An entity removes a financial asset from its statement of financial position when its contractual right to the assets cash flow expired. When it has transferred the asset and substantially all the risk and reward of ownership, or when it has transferred the asset and has retained some substantial risk and reward of ownership, but the other party may sell the asset. The risk and reward retained are recognized as an asset. Okay, next. Next is measurement. Measurement is a financial asset or financial liability is measured initially or fair value. Subsequent measurement depends on category of financial instrument. Some categories are measured at amortized cost and some at fair value. In limited circumstances, other measurement based apply. For example, certain financial guarantee contract. Okay, next. Okay, second question is verify, explain current cost accounting and historic cost accounting measurement concept. For current cost accounting, current cost is the cost that would be required to replace an asset in the current period. The concept is used to generate financial statements that are comparable across multiple reporting periods. This derivation will include the cost of manufacturing a product with the work method, material, and specification currently in use. Okay, for historical cost accounting, a historical cost is a measure of value used in accounting in which the value of an asset on the balance sheet is recorded at its original cost when acquired by the company. The historical cost method is used for fixed assets in the United States under Generally Accepted Accounting Principle or GAAP. Okay, next slide. Okay, next question is identify the main difference between financial capital and physical capital concept. In terms of meaning, for financial capital maintenance, the financial capital concept is the traditional view. It keeps track of capital in terms of the dollar amount invested in the company. In terms of meaning, for physical capital maintenance, the physical capital concept looks at capital in terms of its physical aspect and then translate into dollar. Usually, the physical aspect relate to the firm producing capacity. In terms of profit for financial capital maintenance, financial amount of net asset at the end of reporting period more than financial amount the start. In terms of profit for physical capital maintenance, operating capability at the end of a report period more than at the first. In terms of apply for financial capital maintenance, is concerned mainly with the maintenance of nominal investor capital. In terms of applied for physical capital maintenance, it's concerned mainly with the operating capability of the entity. Okay. Next. Okay, this question from paper March 2002. The framework identifies 4 principal qualitative characteristics of accounting information that would distinguish better information from inferior information for decision making. They are understandability, relevance, reliability, and comparability. The question is, explain all the 4 principal qualitative characteristics mentioned above. Next slide. Okay, first one is reliability. Reliability, that means the user must be able to depend on the information. It is believed that reliable information should be free from error and bias and further fully represent what it is meant to represent. Okay, second, relevance. Relevance, it is believed that relevant information must be available in time, must help in prediction and feedback, and must influence the decision of user in a positive manner. That is understandability. Understandability means decision maker must interpret accounting information in the some sense as it is prepared and conveyed to them. And last one is comparability. It is believed that it is not sufficient that the financial information is relevant and reliable at a particular time, in a particular circumstance, or for a particular reporting entity. Next, Adira. Okay. Last question for past year paper UITM is, please discuss any three limitation of conceptual framework in providing guidelines to accounting standard setter. First one is timely and costly. Time consuming and expensive to set up and operate. Countries with smaller or less developed economies may not be able to afford that. Second, rigidity. The conceptual framework may provide too much guidelines to accounting and standard settings such that is encourage rigidity by making it difficult to introduce new ideas. Last one is conflict will occur. Conflict between conceptual framework and accounting standards which were prepared prior to the development of the conceptual framework. That's all from us. Thank you, and I hope you guys can understand what we present and can answer the same question if asked later in the test or final exam. Thank you.
Before I proceed further, let me share something that I just Googled. Okay, this one is example of historical cost, yeah. Okay, okay, kalau based on this one, historical cost and current cost. Okay, historical cost ni, what it cost the entity when, okay, what it cost to the company when a company purchased the asset or took on the obligation. It means historical cost ni adalah harga asset masa you beli, cost based on receipt you tu. Okay, contohnya company ni dia beli building, bangunan. Contoh bangunan 5 juta ringgit, based on agreement semua, based on payment 5 million. Okay, so kita masuk dalam SOFT under non-current asset building 5 million. Okay, next year. Okay, next year. Okay, after 5 years, market value dia dah jadi from 5 million to 6 million. Okay, so 2015, you purchase a company purchase building 5 million. Okay, 2020 dia dah jadi 6 million. Okay, ini building ya. Okay, dalam account you nak record 5 million ke 6 million pada tahun 2020. Okay. Kalau based on historical cost, you still record ataupun recognize ataupun value kan you punya building at 5 million. Kalau you guna current cost, you akan letak tu value under bawah SOFP, you punya non-current asset building tu 6 million based on current value. Based on kalau ada orang nak beli, berapa harga bangunan you. Itu historical cost and current value. So ada advantage, ada disadvantage of using the historical cost and the current value accounting. Okay, kalau saya baca yang ni slow dia kata ya. Both approaches involve the measurements of value of asset. So ayat dia involve the measurement of asset ataupun securities that are to be recorded in a company balance sheet, statement of financial position. Historical cost ni consider the original cost of the item at the time and date of purchase when acquisition. On the other hand, current value accounting involve periodically updating the value of the item and to be recorded at that value on which they are be currently sold in the market. Okay, kalau building tu 5 million for the next 5 years jadi 6 million, you nak record 5 million ke 6 million, historical ke ataupun current market value dia. Yang tu kan. Okay, hopefully you understand lah dia punya basic tu. So yang ni saya buka daripada dia punya presentation. 3 roles of conceptual framework. Bila kita nak develop accounting standard, bila Malaysia nak develop Malaysia Financial Reporting Standard. Okay, so dia apa-apa hal dia kena balik semula kepada framework dia. Bila nak buat standard je, back to your framework. Itu you punya guideline you punya frame gambar you. So dia tak boleh keluar daripada framework you tu. Dia kena inline dengan framework dia, whatever new accounting standard yang you keluarkan, dia mesti based on dia punya guideline under the conceptual framework. So bila you keluarkan satu standard, you tak boleh kata asset tu definition ni dia dah berubah. Contoh ya, apa ya? Contohlah saya tak pasti, contoh macam cryptocurrency. Ataupun you mine Bitcoin, macam sekarang investment banyak benda-benda yang pelik-pelik tu. Tiba-tiba Malaysia nak keluarkan standard baru untuk cryptocurrency ke Bitcoin ke, nak keluarkan new. So dia tak boleh simply keluarkan new rules tanpa berbalik kepada conceptual framework. Conceptual framework kata dalam kita punya definition, dalam kita punya Bible ni katanya, apa definisi aset? Bitcoin tu, contoh kalau you invest dalam Bitcoin lah, you masuk dalam investment, you masuk dalam istilah non-current asset ataupun current asset lah. You tengok kalau investment, biasa current asset lah. So you buy investment Bitcoin. Okay, dia meet tak definition asset tu? Kalau tak meet, so standard tu tak boleh digunakan di Malaysia lah. Sebab dia dah lari daripada kita punya guideline. So major rules of the conceptual framework ni dalam kita nak develop, dalam kita nak create accounting standard tu, dia banyak. Kena follow guideline, tak boleh keluar daripada conceptual. So dia bagi kita apa-apa berbalik kepada kita punya conceptual framework. Kalau tersalah langkah ke, terkeluar guideline yang salah ke, bila ada orang komen ke, dia akan tengok balik conceptual framework. Okay, jadi soalan dia ni, okay, seperti mana yang saya cakap semalam, you kena ada point you. Point pertama dia apa? Contohnya sini, a formal foundation. Okay, ini adalah asas you. Okay, ni dia punya, ni 3 point ya. So 3 point kat sini. Saya bagi dia punya ya. Okay, point pertama, you kata formal foundation. 1.5 markah. Okay. Ini point dia. Itu dia lari. Okay, ni sebab kat sini sebab dia lari point dia. Baru you terang. Ini you punya key point you. Boldkan dia, gariskan dia, colorkan dia. Contohnya, okay, a formal foundation. Whatever that you are doing, whatever standard yang you nak develop, you kena based on foundation ni. Okay. So dia provide dengan interpretation of accounting principle, requirement, tengok balik filosofi accounting semua. So yang kedua, okay, dia nak assist contohnya accounting standard ni based on apa? Dia kata consistent concept. Actually dia lebih kurang dia yang ke atas ni, tapi tak apa. Dia kata nak ada point baru. Okay, consistent concept. Okay, sini ada markah tak kosong. Okay, yang ini 1 point ini. Okay, okay. Next. Ini tak cukup ni. Kan kata 3 baris sampai 5 baris. Ni saya tak show ni, mungkin sebagai 0.5 markah je. Kat atas sikit. Panjang sikit. Okay, assist preparer to develop consistent data ni kan. When no state apply to okay, ni tak ada, ni sama je dengan atas ni. Contohnya. Saya delete lah. Still the same, mana tadi? Consistent concept, consistent accounting policy, no standard apply. So baru 2 point kat sini. Konsep yang you gunakan mesti konsisten dengan standard baru. Maksud dia guide you, a formal foundation lah, a guideline lah, guideline, formal foundation, apa lagi ya? Consistent concept, follow, kat sini saya boleh fikir 2 dulu. Ini baru macam ini 1.5 markah, ini 2 markah, ini saya tak pasti, mungkin sini saya bagi 1 markah je. So you punya markah kat sini baru 3.5 over 6. Okay, next pula. To discuss 3 argument to support. Macam mana, apa ni dia kata? Public confidence. Dia nak to create public confidence in the practice of accounting. Based on conceptual ni, public punya confidence dia kata. Create public confidence. Boleh tak dia create public confidence? So you bagi 3 you punya argument lah. Bagaimana conceptual ni boleh berjaya memberi public confidence bila you nak practice accounting ni. Okay, tiba-tiba cerita pasal investor. Balik semua soalan tadi. To support view that conceptual framework have been successfully in achieving their stated objective. Okay, public confidence. Dengan adanya conceptual framework ni, public lebih yakin dengan accounting, contohnya kan, dengan financial reporting, dengan standard ke. So argument dia macam mana? Dia kata sini, and essential for investor to provide the risk capital to the investor. Ada kaitan tak? When they sell, help board in setting sound financial standard. Ni mungkin okay. Okay, aku tengah. Help board, okay, public. Bila ni, contoh ikan help user to understand. Ni mungkin yes. Okay, contoh sini. Ini public kan, public yakin tak bila ada conceptual framework ni? Lebih yakin. Okay. It can help user, public, macam enclose ni in conformity with financial standard. Ni yes. Tapi ni mungkin saya bagi 1 markah contoh, 1M sahaja. 1.5 sahaja dia boleh markah. Ni soft problem. New image ni tak ada. So you punya jawapan kat sini mungkin 1.5 over 6 sahaja. Ni point 1, point 2, point 3. Explanation. Ini tak cukup explanation. Explanation terlalu simple ya. Okay, ni pula advantage of having conceptual framework as a guideline. Ni dah ada jawapan, guideline to the standard setter. Ini copy je, copy paste kepada satu. Yang tadi. As a guideline. Ini jawapan dia, guideline to the standard setter. Okay. Ini jawapan dia. Yang tadi. Okay. For advantage ada 6 markah ya. So satu advantage 1.5 markah. So point form 1 explanation 1 markah, point form 0.5. Benefitnya akan ada as guideline to the standard setter. Accounting. Advantage of having conceptual framework for accounting as guideline. So dia macam soalan satu juga ni. Maksudnya kepada orang yang set standard, apa advantages of having conceptual framework. Dia sama je soalan nombor satu tadi. Ni. 3 major role. 3 advantage of conceptual framework in develop accounting standard. Samalah, sama soalan. Cuma dia tukar je. Jawapan dia lebih kurang tu jugalah. So jawapan you ni, FIRS are widely accepted as a set of high quality. Tak cerita pasal IFRS pun. So dia kata standard setter, which capable to achieve consistency and comparability. Tak ada. Companies that own foreign subsidiaries will find the process of consolidation simplified if all their subsidiaries use IFRS. Ni standard setter. Kita nak standard punya orang yang buat standard tu. Apa advantage bila ada conceptual framework tu. Financial statement that follow IFRS guideline will be audited based on standard of ni tak ada. Companies that use IFRS will get result easily. So kat sini markah dia kosong. Tak ada markah. So dia kata bagi 4 kelebihan bila adanya conceptual framework ni. Okay, bila you takat gambar keluarga, itu dia punya, lepas tu you buat frame. Bila you takat gambar convocation you framekan dia. Ini bingkai dia. So dalam frame tu menceritakan segala-galanya. So gambar you convo bermaksud you dah convo. Officially you habis belajar. So itu bingkai dia tu adalah you tak boleh keluar daripada bingkai tu. Kat situ je lingkaran you. Kalau rumah you, pagar you yang tu. Dalam pagar tu ada apa? Inilah. Dalam pagar tu ada asset, liability, equity, apa definition dia. So ini adalah bingkai accounting you. So bingkai tu digunakan oleh standard setter. Nak buat apa? Bila nak set aset baru, ada aset baru, dia akan based on definition. Bila sebab zaman berubah from time to time, so akan ada banyak benda-benda baru. Bila saya belajar Scca SBR tu, dan juga subjek-subjek lain, silibus dia sentiasa bertukar-tukar. Contoh, tajuk you punya statement of financial position, statement of profit or loss ni, itu pun berubah sepanjang masa. Sebelum dulu-dulu kita panggil income statement. Lepas tu IFRS tukar. MIFRS pun tukar juga kepada statement of profit or loss. Ada dia punya definition ni, ada dia punya argument table dia panggil apa tadi? Apa dia panggil ni? Saya lupa dah. Sekejap saya buka balik desktop. Ni Conceptual Framework. Ni BV ni apa? BV ni dia macam still draft. Draft ni akan di table, akan didiscuss, akan dia apa. Maksudnya standard setting akan create satu standard baru. Contohnya nama you punya income statement tu. So dia akan present. Okay, kenapa sekarang you kena guna statement of comprehensive income? Statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income. So dia argue, tapi basic dia kena balik juga kepada bingkai, tak boleh keluar. So dia pusing balik, sekarang dia tukar pula statement of profit or loss. Dia berubah-ubah. Perubahan tu yang dia orang buat daripada semasa ke semasa tu mesti base apa yang di dalam bingkai tu. Apa yang di dalam kamus kamus accounting tu. Tak boleh lari. You nak create Bitcoin ke, you nak create natural disaster tu sebagai you punya liability ke, kena back to asal. Okay, itu apa advantage dia. So kita tak boleh tiba-tiba terkeluar daripada landasan definition accounting bila you nak create standard baru. Itu advantage dia bila you ada benda ni. So itu bila ada markah. So that's why bila you nak test nanti, you nak quiz test final exam, you kena tahu soalan tu nak apa dan apa key point dia dan apa point yang you kena masuk. Kalau you jawab macam ni, kosong markah. You rasa you dah jawab tapi tak ada markah. Macam exam lah, tiba-tiba you ambil Scca, you kata dalam Scca tu you dah kepenatan dah nak menjawab ni, tetapi markah you tak ada. Tu biasa berlaku sebab tak meet dia punya jawapan. Okay, ni pula. Apa beza di antara recognition and measurement? So you kena bezakan. So dalam ni for sure you mesti buat kotak. Kotak you nak compare macam mana? Definition, beza dia recognition and measurement. Confirm for sure you kena ada kotak, you kena ada key point. Point pertama you nak cerita pasal apa? Beza dia macam mana? Point kedua macam mana beza? Point ketiga macam mana beza dia? Okay. Recognition refer to the process of admitting information into the basic financial statement. Whereas measurement dia apa pula? Ni you asingkan. So kat mana ada difference tu? Sebab bila you sebut pasal difference kat sini, distinctive, what is the distinctive difference? You kena compare lah, comparison. Dekat sini kata macam ni, point dekat sini contohnya dia kata process of admitting information. Kalau recognition macam mana? Kalau measurement macam mana? Okay, contohnya dia kata sini, when it has transferred entity, remove financial expire. Okay, when it transfer the asset. Okay, ni ialah recognition. Ni pun tak nampak sangat. Measurement, measure amortization cost guna fair value based on apply certain. So tak ada comparison kat sini. Mungkin kat sini mungkin markah you kosong juga. Tak ada comparison antara dua. Okay, briefly explain current cost accounting and historical cost accounting concept. Yang ni dia suruh explain, you buat dalam kotak pula. Tak apalah, tak ada masalah. Tapi ni 6 markah kan. Briefly explain. So satu ni 3 markah, satu ni 3 markah. Ni mungkin 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Tapi mana key point dia? Point apa you nak cerita ni? Ini point apa you nak cerita? Ini pun sama, ini pun sama. Key point dia. Explain current cost accounting. Itu yang saya bagi tadi dia punya contoh ni. You can explain historical cost ni, you beli asset based on historical. Current cost ni, you valuekan asset you based on current market value. You should macam ni lah. Historical cost consider original cost. Kat sana dia jawab original cost tadi tak. Current cost is cost that will be required to prepare in period. The concept is used in current cost accounting is the cost that will be required to replace an asset in the current period. Ini mungkin ni betul, tetapi dia bersambung ni, ini tak pasti. Historical cost, value in the account which the value ada asset and the balance sheet. Okay, ini ada satu kat sini. Okay. Ni mungkin kena tengok juga. Daripada 6 ni mungkin ada 4 markah kat sini. Differences between financial capital and physical capital. Okay, yang semalam ni kawan-kawan you dah ada present dah semalam passive paper. Dia more or less sama dengan soalan you semalam. You cuba cari benda-benda yang baru yang you boleh present. Boleh present yang macam ni juga. Yang ni dia cerita pasal financial capital and physical capital. Tapi financial capital maintenance pula you cerita. Topik jawapan ni betul tak? Tak betul. So ada cerita financial capital and physical capital. Semalam saya ada Google kan, financial capital dan physical capital macam mana? Financial capital versus physical capital. Yang semalam ada mesin lah apa semua semalam. Image. Ni. Physical capital, machine, factory, office building, financial capital, fund used to purchase or rent physical capital, debt, contract, equity, contract, stock, share, loan, bond, funding machine. So you jawab kat sini. Financial market maintenance. Dah lari dah tu. Apa tiba-tiba maintenance pula ni? Dia cerita pasal financial capital and physical capital. Ni lah contoh dia, jawapan dia ni. Ni contoh dia. Physical capital, financial capital in real estate. Physical capital is a tool. Give copies ni tak apa. Physical capital is the tools, instrument, machines, building and other construction that have been produced in the past and that are used to produce goods and services. Financial capital is the fund that firm use to buy and operate physical capital. You boleh copy kat sini. So jawapannya ni kosong ni, tak ada markah. You macam senior you, saya tak suruh baki kan? Itu sebagai dia punya guideline. Kalau you follow, itu sample presentation sini lah. Explain all 4 principle qualitative. Ini pun sebenarnya dah cerita dah. 4 qualitative ni kan. Ni you kena reliability. 1. Relevant. 1. Understandable. 1. Ini 1. Ini yang cerita. 1. Bawa ke sini. Okay, 1. 2. Bawa ke sini dulu. Sebab lepas ni you kena prepare full set of jawapan untuk past year paper, seorang satu past year paper. Okay, reliability you nak cerita pasal apa? Okay, you double kat situ 1. Relevant, understandability, comparability. Ini mungkin jawapannya boleh dapat markah lah. That means the user must be able to depend on the information. It is believed that reliability information should be free from bias, error, faithful representation. 4 principle of qualitative. It is believed that understandability means the decision maker must interpret accounting in the same sense of people. Ni pun jawapan dia tak begitu mengancam sangat ni. Understandability. Understandability means decision maker must interpret accounting information in the same sense as it is prepared and conveyed to them. Sekarang ni, company nak provide useful financial information. Financial information tu must be understandable. Lepas tu, means decision maker must interpret accounting information. It is believed that it is not sufficient that financial relevant. Comparability. You nak provide information tu mesti boleh dibuat comparison between company A dan company B. Tajuk ada tapi you punya explanation tu tak banyak markah. Okay. Discuss any 3 limitation of conceptual framework. Okay, timely, costly, rigidly, conflict will occur. Time consuming and expensive to set up and operate. Countries with smaller or less developed economy may not be able to afford them. Ni pun tak boleh bagi markah penuh. Mungkin ada 3 poin je atau 3 markah tu. Ni pula rigidity. Too much guideline accounting and that such as encourage mungkin different into new ideas. Mungkin yes. Okay. Ini conflict. Ini conceptual limitation or conceptual framework. Guidance to accounting standard setter. Okay. Okay, betul ni. Conflict between conceptual framework and accounting standard, which were prepared prior to the development of the conceptual framework. Sebelum conceptual framework ni dah ada bertahun-tahun dah. Sebelum, prior to the development of conceptual framework. Lamanya, kau punya accounting baru framework ni. Maksud ada konflik antara conceptual framework dan accounting standard which were prepared prior to the development of conceptual framework. Lama ni. Ni pun macam tak boleh digunakan pakai sepenuhnya. Okay. Ini saya punya komen. So next time sebab you punya yang sebelum, sebab ini you ni as a conclusion tau daripada chapter 1 sampai chapter 8 tu. So you kena concludekan semua melalui pasir paper sahaja. So you present pasir paper ni dan kawan you pun present pasir paper juga daripada chapter 1 sampai chapter 8. And then you kena buat conclusion daripada semua apa yang dipresent tu dalam bentuk pasir paper, dalam bentuk jawapan pasir paper ni. So dia tidak begitu ni lah, tidak begitu meyakinkan untuk kawan-kawan you follow you punya jawapan dalam konsep tu, jawapan untuk pasir paper ni. Okay, itu saya punya komen. Okay, sekarang ni kita pergi kepada soalan. Saya off. Okay, ada soalan tak daripada floor? Tentang dia punya pasir paper ni, saya boleh present sebenarnya. Ini dia punya pasir paper dia. Okey. Ada soalan?
Sir, saya ada soalan, sir.
Okey. Saya boleh tahu kat sini.
Okay, saya Muhammad Asrul. Saya ada soalan untuk, saya rasa untuk Fatih Atirah kot, dalam dia punya jawapan tadi dia ada mention MASB. So saya punya soalan, what is the primary role of MASB?
Saya rasa jawapan tu you simpan dulu sebab nanti kita ada presentation on MASB kan. So chapter 1 ni tak masuk lagi MASB. MASB ni dia nak cerita pasal tadi yang dia nak set standard untuk Malaysia tu. So role pertama dia nak set standard untuk Malaysia dulu, untuk accounting standard Malaysia. Itu role pertama. Role yang selain daripada tu nanti kita pergi dekat yang topik 2. Yang professional bodies, certificate dan institution terlibat. Boleh Asrul? Asrul tadi kan?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So next you simpan soalan tu untuk next presenter. Kalau tak hari ni, minggu depan. So ada sikit tadi, dia satu perkataan je MASB kat sini tadi. Okay, mana MASB tadi? Ini assist MASB to develop MFRS. Okay, soalan lain? Ada lagi soalan lain? Tak ada ya? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Fatin dan juga Farah. Atika kan? Okay. Untuk presentation ni, sebab you conclusion daripada chapter 1 sampai chapter 8, subtopic 1 sampai 8. So ni agak kurang memberangsangkan you punya presentation ni. Slide dah okey dah, cuma isi content tu tak berapa okey. So kali ini saya bagi you 6 markah, 3 tambah 3. Presentation 3, you punya slide pun 3. So you kena improve for next presentation. So markah you 6/10. Okay. So thank you Fatin dengan tu. Keep it up. Next kita ada round, banyak round lagi. Welcome. 6/10 okay, you boleh improve sebab nanti kita akan ambil the best juga. So yang ni you boleh perbaikinya nanti in future. Okay, thank you. So 6/10 untuk you punya presentation hari ini. Okay, jom. Dah 1 hour, kita proceed kepada kita punya last presentation for round 1. Battle 1, first round. Next week kita akan pergi kat second round.
Saya boleh nampak ke sir?
Boleh.
Okay,
Dah share dah slide. Saya nak tengok slide dekat WhatsApp.
Saya dah share dah.
Okay, sekejap saya buka. Sebab saya ni bila buka dekat skrin besar ni dia clear.
So saya start ya, sir.
Yes. Boleh.
Assalamualaikum and good day to all. Today we will present about professional bodies and certificates for MASB, ACCA, MICPA, ICAEW, Cpa Australia, CGMA, CFA and CFP, presented by me, Muhammad Syarul Helmi and Syafiq Reza. Hello, good day to all my friend. So I will be present for the first of 4 professional bodies and certificate for this presentation. First is Malaysian Accounting Standard Board. Second is Association of Chartered Certified Accountant. Third is Malaysian Institute of Certified Public Accountant. And fourth is Institute of Chartered Accountant in England and Wales. Okay, first MASB. MASB was established under the Financial Reporting Act 1997, and then the function MASB shall be the determination and issuance of accounting standard for the preparation of financial statement, and then the MASB together with the Financial Reporting Foundation make up the framework for financial reporting in Malaysia. This framework comprises an independent standard setting structure with representation from all relevant parties in the standard setting process, include preparer, user, regulators, and the accountancy profession. Okay, next slide is the function and power of the MASB. Sebenarnya banyak tapi saya sediakan 5 saja. First is issue new accounting standard as approved accounting standard. Second, review, revise or adopt as approved accounting standard existing accounting standards. And third, amend, substitute, suspend, defer, withdraw or revoke any approved accounting standard in whole or in part. And fourth is make such change to the form and content of proposed accounting standard as it consider necessary. And lastly is monitor the operation of approved accounting standard to assess their continued relevance and their effectiveness. Again, this is the MASB guide by a clear set policy objective. First, their objective is to develop high quality accounting standard for financial reporting that benefit user, preparer, auditor and the public. Second, to participate in and contribute to the International Accounting Standard Board standing setting process in the development of a single set of high quality globally accepted financial reporting standard for international use. And third, to collaborate with other national standard setter for the development of globally accepted financial reporting standard for international use. And fourth, to promote the use and seek view on the application of accounting and financial reporting standard by way of engagement and dissemination of information to user, preparer, auditor and the public. Five is to promote and support research in the area of financial reporting, in particular for emerging and Islamic market. And lastly, to monitor the application of the MASB approved accounting standard. Okay, so next is ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountant. SCCA stand for the Associate of Chartered Certification Accountant. a leading international accountancy body. The Scca qualification is recognized and is treated in other countries as being equivalent to their local qualification. Second, the Cca qualification proves to employer that you have ability in all aspects of business, and it is the largest and fastest growing qualification in the world with over 500,000 members and students in 170 countries. There are 5 benefits of the SCC qualification. First is enables you to become a chartered certified accountant, use the dictionary letter SCCA, and work in any aspect of finance or management in any business. Second is assures an employer that you have the skill necessary to progress to more senior management position. And third, higher status and the eyes of employer and also your client. Gaining such a qualification is evident that the holder possesses skill and knowledge which are in high demand by employer in industry, banking, auditing, consulting, as well as other professions like taxation and law. And lastly is candidate not only gain specialist knowledge in finance and accounting, but also acquire valuable skill in organization, management and strategic. And the 5 thing you should know about SCCA. SCCA is a global professional body issuing high respected and value international qualification in business. It is recognized by member states of the European Union and the United Nations. Second, you have to pass a maximum of 13 exams in English and have relevant practical experience which you can gain in any business sector working in. And third is you can take up to 4 exams each season, and you have 10 years to do it. Normally takes 2 or 3 years to qualify. And fourth, the professional qualification cover all areas of business from financial statement, management accounting, management taxation, and law to audit and also business ethics. And lastly, 5, many multinational and local firms seek or require their employee to study for this prestigious qualification. Okay, that is MICPA CANZ. For about MICPA has been developing professional accounting in Malaysia through its professional examination since 1963. Next, in 2009, MICPA entered into an agreement with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Australia, ICAA, sealing a new era of professional ties, providing a mutual advance entry for candidates into both of the accountancy bodies professional examination. And in 2014, we saw that amalgamation between ICCA and the New Zealand Institute of Chartered Accountants, which led to the establishment of Chartered Accountant Australia and New Zealand. And graduate of the MICPA CANZ program will obtain 2 professional qualification, Certified Public Accountant Malaysia and Chartered Accountant ANZ. And candidates are required to complete 5 modules covering concept and principle underpinning accounting and all its disciplines. For understanding of MSCPA, the MSCPA CANZ program caters to both accounting diploma and degree holder and comprise two levels of examination, which is professional stage and advanced stage. For the professional stage is designed as a fast track route for accredited diploma in accounting holder to obtain a professional qualification. Completion of the professional stage will lead into the advanced stage or MICPA CANZ program. For the advanced stage, unique collaboration between MICPA and Chartered Accountant Australia and New Zealand, which offer two qualification and membership upon completion of the following component undertaken in tandem, which is 5 modules of the program and 3 years of the motor approved work experience with an approved training employer. Okay, and that picture show to the MICPA. Okay, the certification that we'll get for MICPA, first is graduate of the program entitled to membership which both MICPA and Ca and Zec. And second, certified public accountant Malaysia or CPA. And lastly, certification is Chartered Accounting Accountant Australia and New Zealand or CA. Okay, lastly, last presentation for me is ICAEW. For about ICAEW, founded in the UK in 1880. ICAEW is a world leading professional membership organization headquartered in London with office international including Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Vietnam and Indonesia. Globally, ICAEW Chartered Accountant are recognized as leader in accountancy, finance and business. 98 of the world 100 global leading brand employ ICAEW Chartered Accountant, and most companies have an ICAEW Chartered Accountant on their board. And ICAEW is a member of Chartered Accountant worldwide, which bring together 11 chartered accountancy bodies representing over 1.7 million members and students globally. So this is how the ICAEW works. First, the purpose of the ICAEW is to ensure that those entering the accounting professional are equipped with a certainly high standard of professional knowledge, competence and ethical conduct. To that end, the ICAEW administer exam, provide career support services for accountant professional, and publish a code of ethics which its members are required to adhere to at all time. Second, although is headquartered in London, the ICAEW has office through the world, including branch in Beijing, Brussels, Dubai and Vietnam. And to become a member of the ICAEW, candidate must first obtain the ICAE Chartered Accountant designation. First, complete at least 3 years of relevant work experience. Once they are ready to write the ICAE exam, candidate must complete 15 modules of coursework focused on areas such as accountancy, finance and business management. The ACA exam also places a strong emphasis of professional ethics. And lastly, to have their curriculum reflect new development in the accounting profession, the ICAEW include 10 faculty each dedicated to specific area of focus within the industry and staffed by experienced professional with each field. But through this faculty, the ICAEW developed new material in area ranging from taxation and audit practice to information technology. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter, which is Shafiq Reza.
So thank you very much to Shahrukh for his presentation for professional. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Shafiq Reza Peshari. So I will be present for the next 4 professional bodies and certificates for the presentation. Next. Okay, so the table of content for this topic, we continue for it. We got 4 of it, which is the Cpa Australia, CGMA, CFA, and also CFP. We will talk about later about what is the meaning. Okay. So the first of the next 4 professional bodies and certificates will be the Cpa Australia, which is Certified Practicing Accountant Australia. Cpa Australia is one of the world's largest accounting bodies with global membership with more than 160,000 members, which is 164,695, working in 150 countries and regions around the world. So the core service for this Cpa Australia is to serve the member that includes education, training, technical support, and advocacy. So within these core services, so the employees and members work together with the local and international bodies to represent the members and concern professional governments, regulators, industries, academia, and the general publics. Next. So the vision and the purpose of Cpa Australia for the vision to partnering partnering within members to prepare for today and tomorrow in the world. So the purpose is to make an advancing, trusted, and value accounting of the business professional and enhance their communities. Yes, sir. So what you need to understand about the Cpa Australia? Cpa is a finance, accounting, business professional bodies with a specific qualification. So being a Cpa is a mark of high professional competence that indicates with a soundness in depth, breadth, and quality of accountancy knowledge. So as you can know, at Cpa Australia can offer you to be part of the professional bodies that applies with all the certified with your own members of it. So the Cpa are widely regarded by employees and members. It provides members with an internationally recognized qualification as well as the opportunity to complete specialist training and continuing professional development, in which that you can be parts of it as a consultant, or you can be parts of the one of the most advanced members of and for the department. So okay, next. So that's to be a Cpa designation, a member must complete a degree or postgraduate awards recognized by Cpa Australia. Not just that, you need to be complete the Cpa program that including 3 years of professional experience in the finance, accounting, or business. It also undertake the CPD activities each years and to comply to a strict code of conduct and set by a Cpa Australia to get a Cpa exemption. So that's all about Cpa Australia. So next we will talk about the CGMA, which is the Chartered Global Management. So Chartered Global Management Accountant, which is CGMA, it is a designation distinguished professionals who have advanced proficiency in finance, operation, strategy, and the management. Okay. It is underpinned by extensive global research to maintain the highest relevance within with the employees and to develop competency demanded. It was established in 2012 by AICPA, and also the Chartered Institute of Management, which is a CMA. What is the AICPA? Which is American Institute Chartered Certified Public Accountants, to recognize a unique group of management accountants who have reached the highest benchmark of the quality and the competence. So the CGMA designation holder qualified through the education, exam, and experience requirements. They need to commit lifelong education and adhere to the stringent code and of an ethical conduct. And more than 150,000 accounting and financial profession hold the CGMA designation that makes it the most widely held management accounting designation in the Next. Okay. To get CGMA designation, you have to get you need to get you need to get one of two, which is the first one I said is from AICPA, which is American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, in which that you need to get complete a CGPA finance leadership program and pass the exam 3 years of the work experience. To qualify the position from CGMA through the AICPA, you need to be a good standing in the AICPA member, pass in the CGMA exam, and have a minimum of 3 years of work base for the practical of the working. Not just that, to get from the AICPA, you need to get the CIMA, which is a Certified Institute Management Accountant, in which that on the completion of the CIMA qualification and becoming CIMA members, you are automatically entitled to CGMA designation within the 3 years verified relevant work base and the practical experience. So if you have your own CIMA, you need to pass all of it, and then you need to get 3 works, not 3 works, 3 years in verified relevant work based practical experience to become a CGMA member or get a CGMA designation. Next. Okay, so the professional papers that got it consists of 2 levels, which is the first one is operational levels. So you will build your core knowledge of finance, accounting, and reporting that needs to be held. So the key areas of study that includes 5 of it, which is the budgeting, data analytics, finance technologies, regulatory, and also the cost accounting. These entry points of those holding and associate degrees in accounting, finance, or business, or any bachelor's or above in the fields other than accounting, finance, or the business. Like I said, for example, if you want to take like engineering, you can take. It's not just you want to take. You can apply at the operational levels only. Okay, next. For the first level of management, which is the first level of it, you need to expand your mastery to include topics such as the cost management, financial statement analysis, organization performance, leadership and management, and also the business model. So these entry points of those holding master's degree or above in the business or bachelor's degree in finance, which is that you need to get your a master of all the field, or you need to get a bachelor degree in accounting or finance only. So those holding master degrees in accounting can be skipped right the CGMA management level case study exam, which then parts of this designation you can skip if you have your own master of degrees of it. You will skip through it. You will have your own designation at the first level management of your designation. Okay, next. So what is the benefit for CGMA? Which is to recognize your experience, skills, and globally, in which that you can add your power to your CV or resume by demonstrating your CGMA business skills, discipline, and framework. Not just that, you can showcase your value around the world to guide, in which that you can guide yourself to be better business decision and organization that increasing awareness of the designation. And the last, you can connect, it will connect you to a community like a mind peer, like a mentor, you know. So being part of the community, you can share the best practice, innovative, and can be better prepared to meet the global challenge in today's business environment or the facing the world that can be prepared. So that's all the CGMA. We will talk about we will sharing the session about this chartered financial analyst. Okay. So what is a what do we call a chartered financial analyst? So it is a program that is a postgraduate professional certification, offers international by the American based CFA institute that formally associated for the investment management in business, which is AIMR and the Americans, to invest and financial professional. So it is one of the most respected designation in finance, but the candidate must pass 3 difficult exams, which is you need to get the requirements, you need to get a professional degrees and have at least 4 years professional experience. And not just that, CFA is a globally recognized professional designation given by the CFA Institute that covering areas such as accounting, economics, ethics, money management, and the security analysis. Okay. This one is more like a financial analysis or the financial post-financial statement. You can see that at the parts of the annual reports, you can know what the financial highlight can be noticed based on the profitability ratio, the liquidity ratio, the asset and the return. So the level of exam has a 3 level, like I said. But I will tell about what is the 3 level which is the first one. The level 1 is the concept knowledge of investment tools. The second level, which is an analytical method, knowledge of investment tool, and the last, a combination of concept and analytical methods of investment tools. Okay, next. So the first level is the concept knowledge of investment tool. You will know about the ethical professional standards, quantitative methods, economics, financial reporting and analysis, corporate finance, equity, investment, fixed income, derivative, alternative investment, and portfolio management and wealth management. This like you will know the terms of what you need to know about financial analysis, and you need to administer twice per year in the June and December, which is you need to sit the exam in two exam, which is in the year of June and the year exam. Next. So the second level, which is the analytical method, knowledge of investment, which is it is offered once per year, which is one particular in June for the level 2, but you need to understand about based on the International Financial Reporting Standards (IFRS), in which that not just about that you need to understand what you need to know about the profitability, but you need to know what the compliance of the IFRS must be held based on the situation from today and today. Next. The level 3 is the most hard and most difficult to get this level as CFA, which is a combination of concept and analytical methods of investment. It is same like to the level 2, which is offered once per year in June. You have to sit exam in June only, but in this one, you on effective planning and portfolio management by requiring that the candidate to synthesize all the concept and analytical curriculum, in which that this level will be more advanced than what we thought about. So you like as we know about the the profitability, not just about the profitability, but the inside profitability, you will know all of it. What is the terms that you need to know all of it? Okay. So the limitation of CFA Charter, CFA Charter is in the holder is a huge investment in time. So the CFA Charter is widely respected, globally recognized, and difficult undertake to accomplish. But they need to ensure which parts of the exam should be passed and who gets the being a member of the CFA. So CFA is not quick fix for the aiming careers, in which that they don't focus on what terms and or they want to be, or what the subject that they need to have it. And the last one is the limitation is a cost factor. It is a bit pricey to get an exam for the design. So the last of this four professional, which is a chartered financial planners. So in this definition of chartered financial planner, in which that it is a professional certification mark for the financial planner conferred by the Certified Financial Planner Board standards, in which and by 25 others organization affiliates with the Financial Planning Standards Board. So the owner of CFP marks outside the United States. So the certification is not government's designation on nor and accreditation degree, but to manage the Certified Financial Planner Board of the Standards, which found in 1985 as a non-profit organization. So to receive an authorization use the designation, the candidate must education, examination, and experience in the ethic requirements and pay an ongoing certification fees. So the information relates specifically to the CFP certification of the United States. So in which that you need to know what the formal recognition expertise in the area of the financial planning, tax, insurance, estate planning, and the retirement. So you can be owned and awarded by the CFP, which CFP is certified financial planner within the board of the standard. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, so the requirement of becoming CPA, you need to know the formal education performance on the CFP exam that relevant with the work and demonstrate the professional ethics. You need to comply the list of the specific course in the financial planning. You as a candidate must approve they have at least 3 years or within 6,000 hours of full-time professional experience in the industry, or 2 years, which is 4,000 hours in the apprenticeship roles. So the candidate must verify that he or she holds the degree or the higher degree, and the scope of include professional conduct and regulation, financial planning and principles, education planning, risk management, insurance, investment, tax planning, retirement planning, and the estate planning. So the CFP board have final discretion on whether or not to award the designation and individuals. So that's the requirement to become a CFP. So next. Next. Okay. So you need to know the details of the CFP exam. Okay, for the duration, you need to sit for 2-3 hour session on single days, which is in the within 4 minimum minutes break. Then for the fees, you need to pay about $725 for an exam administered. For the score and pass, you need to perform that is measured according to set level of the required policy. For the period of retest, you need to retake your test up for 4 additional times over your lifetime. That will be more difficult than the usual things. Okay. So that's all for this one. I will me and Sharon, we will discuss about the past year paper for the UITM January 2022, or it should be 2018. So my parts, okay, is about this one. In Malaysia, professional accounting bodies like Malaysian Institute Accountants (MIA) and the National Accounting Standard Center, which is the MASB, have placed great importance of the development of standard setting and closure and financial information. So MASB is committed to develop, promote, and contribute highly to high quality accounting standard and internationally. So describe 4 objectives set out by the MASB in fulfilling its function. So this is the answer. So the describe 4 the objective within the in fulfilling the its function. First, to develop high quality account standard for the financial report that benefit users, prepares, auditors, and the public that is supervisor. But the explanation for this function is showing the new accounting standards as approved and accounting standards. So the second point, which is to participate in and contribute to the International Accounting Standard Board, which is IASB, standard setting process in the development of a single set of high quality globally accepted for the international use. So the explanation to participate in contribute to the development of a single set of the accounting for the international use. That's the evaluation of it. So the third one is a collaboration with national standard setter for the development globally accepted for the international use. It is to collaborate the international study, international accounting standard setter, and to monitor the development of the national and the national and international accounting standards. And the last one, to promote the use and seek views of an application financial reporting standards, by the way, for the engagement and dissemination of the information to users, auditors, and the public, in which to conduct the public consultation as may to be necessary in order to determine the contents of the accounting concept and the principal standards. Okay, so that's all of me for about the next four profession and the last presenting.
Okay, for the past year paper UITM, the due process of MFRS framework to the MSAB due process timeline to that of the ISB with the aim of putting the new or amended standard in place for adoption and application within a timely manner. Describe two significant of having a due process standard setting. Okay, for the main point, first is the MSB seek public comment on ISB draft technical pronouncement. For the explanation, the ISB draft technical pronouncement include discussion paper, exposure draft, and request for view. MSB Secretariat will disseminate the ISB draft pronouncement together with an invitation to comment to local institution by publishing on MSB website a comment online feature and sending a copy of the document to the relevant authorities, professional bodies, accounting firm, industry related association, and public list company. For the main point, second is deliberation at the WG level on ISB draft pronouncement. For the explanation, the ISB draft pronouncement and public comment received will be deliberated by the WG. After due the deliberation, the WG will provide comment and recommendation to the issues raised in the draft pronouncement for the MASB consideration. For the third point is deliberation by the MASB. All public comment received, WG comment and recommendation will be tabled to the MSB for the deliberation and consideration. During the discussion, the MASB will consider all comment received and thereafter a comment letter to the ISB will be prepared and submitted to the ISB accordingly. And the main point is issuance of standard by the ISB. The explanation is following publication of the new or amended IFRS by the ISB, the WG will deliberate on the change made, if any, to the draft pronouncement. Thereafter, the WG recommendation, including possible issues or implication, if any, of the IFRS will be presented to the MASB for consideration. And last point is issuance of standard by the MASB. After due deliberation by the MASB, a copy of the MFRS would be presented to the FRF members for their comment before it being issued as approved accounting standard in Malaysia. Thank you. That's all from me. Do you have any question?
That's all for the video presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you. Saya nak share sekejap ya. Mungkin kawan you sedang fikir-fikir soalan. Okay. Kalau for those yang tak faham due process tu, due processnya standard setting. Bila kita nak set standard, dia ada proses dia. Saya cuba untuk besarkan dia ni. Standard setting due processnya MASB. Due process ni adalah step-step, stage untuk you memperkenalkan standard baru. Ini proses-proses dia. Draft pronouncement, public exposure, working group, review, comment, recommendation, submit, comment letter, lepas tu pergi IFRS, ini contohnya. Lepas tu working group lagi, MASB lagi, review lagi, final review, approve. So ini adalah proses timbang tara. Proses discussion, proses you gaduh-gaduh, mereka gaduh-gaduh lah. Kata standard ni okey, tak okey, disadvantage, drawback, semua sebelum akhirnya MASB standard issue. MASB issue one standard, new standard. So dia melalui proses-proses ini semua untuk keluarkan standard. So describe two significant of having due process standard setting. Very simple. Satu ialah bila you ada due process ni, standard tu memang betul-betul final dah keluar. Which is everybody that accept standard tu, termasuk Government of Malaysia, account audit firm, big audit firm di Malaysia, mereka pun dah debate semua dah sebelum accounting standard baru dikeluarkan. So it's free from any debates lagi dah selepas sahaja mereka melalui due process ni. Itu signifikan dia. Signifikan dia ialah standard yang kita nak keluarkan tu dia jadi macam is a final standard lah after a very detailed process they run through. Sampai MASB isukan satu standard baru. Ini proses-proses dia lah. Okay. Untuk you punya topik ni it's very interesting after you complete your degree. Before that, let me share the real case for your Bachelor of Accountancy honored from the RB Highcom University. Okay. Because I'm teaching you and then you kena tahu jugalah. Okay, sekarang ni Bachelor of Accountancy, DRB Bachelor of Accountancy honored DRB Highcom University ni, saya tak pasti stage sekarang ni, tapi jom kita pergi dekat the Malaysia Institute of Accountant punya website. This is based on Accountant Act 1967. First schedule. First schedule ni kat sini dia beritahu Bachelor Accounting mana yang telah diiktiraf oleh MIA. The first one is University Malaya punya Diploma Accounting, University Malaya punya Degree Accounting, UKM, Mara Institute of Technology Diploma Lanjutan Advanced Diploma in Accountancy, ni dulu-dulunya lah, UITM Degree Accounting, UUM Degree Accounting, UPM Degree Accounting, UIA, USM, UUM, Uniten, ini saya punya lah, Uniten, UMMU, College University Science dan Teknologi Malaysia, UMS, Universiti Selangor, UNIZA, University Science System Malaysia, UNITA, INTI, International College, and last kali 2000 berapa ni ya? Saya tak ingat, 2016 last kali MSU. So ni last university yang dapat recognition and accreditation from the Malaysia Institute of Accountant, MIA. So untuk you menjadi MIA member, you kena 3 tahun pengalaman kerja in whatever bidang, industri ke, audit firm ke, accounting firm, semua boleh. And then on top of that, you kena ada dalam list ni. Sekarang ni di RB Hicom University, Bachelor of Accountancy tak ada dalam listing ni. So you belum lagi direcognize oleh MIA. It's a long process. Last kali MSU. So apa yang you kena buat kalau you nak jadi MIA member, you kena ambil 4 paper dekat MIA. You punya senior staff saya juga dulu, my ex-staff Suhaila. Suhaila dia sekarang bulan 4 ni dia akan ambil 4 paper tu. 4 paper tu, I'm not sure, maybe 6 bulan kot dia akan ambil 4 paper tu. Saya tengok 4 paper tu apa ya, 4 paper MIA. Oh, papers MIA. Dia bagi qualifying examination. Qualifying examination lah. For those degree yang belum diiktiraf oleh MIA, you boleh ambil ni, exam ni. Maksudnya on top of degree, you kena ambil 4 paper lagi. Aku tak ingat 4 paper tu, 4 paper apa, mesti buka sikit. Ni you kena join workshop dia lah. Syllabus. Okay, dia ada business and company law, auditing and assurance services, taxation, advanced financial accounting and reporting. Ini subjek-subjek yang you kena ambil. The syllabus comprises of 40% business law, 60% company law. Ini topik dia, law. So you boleh download. Audit. Ini paper audit. Jom saya download. Dia keluar apa. Ini paper dia. Learning outcome, syllabus dia. Introduction to auditing and insurance, professional ethics conduct, 10%, 100%. Workshop 40%, examination 60%. Okay, a final examination format, a 3-hour written paper comprising of 6 to 6 compulsory question. Dia exam lah. Syllabus dia. You kena exam lagi sekali. Salah. Baik. Okay, subject tax and subject advanced finance, advanced FAR. So 4 paper ni you kena lulus. Baru you boleh jadi MIA member. Yang saya tahu after 3 years tu, maksud dalam masa 3 tahun ni you ambil exam ni, cukup 3 tahun pengalaman kerja and then you boleh apply. Ni paper dia. So untuk semua professional body yang you cerita ni semua tak ada. Ada cara juga, masih ada cara untuk you apply jadi you sambung belajar Scca, Cma, MyCpa, semua tu ada cara. You kena go through panjang sikit proses dia. Mungkin you kena jadi MIA member dulu, baru you sambung Scca. 4 paper tak akhir. Saya, okey, soalan.
Saya ada tanya, saya nak tanya pasal nak apply untuk Scca after degree.
Okey.
So, contohlah kalau katakan kita habis degree dekat sini, lepas tu kita sambung ke Scca mana-mana. So berapa accreditation paper yang dia boleh dismiss, boleh apply?
Currently kosong. You kena start from scratch. Daripada foundation, foundation in ACCA. Dia panggil apa ya? Yang tu lah yang CAT, kalau macam dekat Sunway dia panggil FIA lah, Foundation in ACCA. Dia start dengan 15 paper semua lah, 14 paper, semua paper. So, maksud dia from scratch, from day one ACCA tu dibuat.
So kiranya kalau kita degree nak masuk Scca tak ada accreditation lah.
Bukan, tak ada exemption paper. You tak dapat exemption. You kena ambil daripada paper pertama tu, yang lepas SPM tu.
Ya, okey.
Yes. Yes. You memang kena ambil paper tu daripada paper yang pertama yang masa Scca buka tu. Maksudnya 4 tahun Scca tu, 3 tahun Scca tu, you kena ambil semula lah. So ada cara lain. Tak apa. Maksudnya masih ada peluang. Dengan cara you ambil 4 paper MIA itulah.
So dia
Ambil 4 paper tu.
lepas 4 paper MIA terus dia boleh apply untuk ACCA lah.
Tapi yang saya faham, yang saya tahu sekarang ni, selepas 3 tahun tu lah.
Faham.
Selepas 3 tahun tu, you baru boleh sambung ACCA. You boleh approach ACCA, CIMA, MICPA, semua tu. Kalau you tak boleh sambung ACCA, you should tanya MICPA. Cuba you tanya CGMA. Macam CGMA, you boleh ambil Master of Management Accounting UiTM. Lepas Master of Management Accounting tu, you boleh sambung CGMA satu paper. CIMA satu paper. Tapi takut UiTM pun tengok juga recognize tak recognize degree you. So very simple for those yang nak sambung belajar. Mungkin first you kena tanya MIA dulu. Dapatkan MIA punya certificate dulu, baru you boleh sambung benda lain. Satu. Yang kedua, you mungkin boleh sambung master dulu ke, sementara nak habiskan 3 tahun tu. Ataupun you direct tanya ACCA, tanya MICPA sini. Itulah problem dia bila universiti baru. Sebab kita ni professional certificate, kita ni professional degree. Macam law, macam architect. Dia semua professional degree. So you tak boleh simply ambil degree tanpa recognize. Maksudnya bila you nak apply degree tu, you kena tengok di universiti tu dah dapat accreditation from professional body yang mana. Macam Universiti Islam Pahang, UIP tu dia ada CIMA sahaja. Unit 10 ada semua. Sebab dia dah lama kan. Masa batch saya 2004 tu, masa tu tak ada lagi ACCA. Tapi MIA dah ada. Batch saya tu baru ada ACCA. Batch ada MIA, ada ACCA. Itu pun tak complete ACCA dia. Saya kena ambil tambahan satu paper lagi ACCA untuk batch saya tu. So instead of semua orang ambil 4, saya kena ambil 5. Satu paper tu sangkut. ACCA tak recognize satu paper tu. Paper financial management, paper costing tu. PPMA lah, Master Management Accounting tu. Kena ambil semula tu. You kena tengok batch mana lah. Maksudnya kena lebih sikit lah berbanding UiTM punya student, UKM punya student, UU yang lain ni. Mungkin ada macam contoh ada student ni, you masuk DHU ni, ambil Bachelor Accounting ni because of scholarship. You dapat scholarship, full scholarship kan, dan you ambil degree accounting. So dia punya tu ialah, dia punya consequences tu ialah untuk you sambung belajar lah. Untuk you sambung belajar professional certificate tu, proses dia panjang sikit. Dia boleh dapat, tak ada masalah, tapi panjang sikit lah proses itu. So orang yang bertanggungjawab ni mesti Puan Teh, Farhan Ahmad Saman, Farhan Sudah Moyo. 3 orang ni lah. Sebab dia yang mengajar accounting. Saya ni part-time lecturer sahaja. Dulu saya kerja kat finance department di RBI Hakam University. So pun tak terlibat dengan accreditation ni. Belajar okey, tak ada masalah. Settlekan sebab you ada MQA. First step dah ada lah. MQA tu memang dah ada dah. So selamat dah kat situ. So you nak sambung master memang tak ada masalah. You nak sambung PhD pun tak ada masalah. Tapi professional certificate tu, dia belum lagi. Maksud di RBI Hakam University ni belum dapat lagi akreditasi dan recognition daripada ACCA, CGMA, MICPA, MIA, Cpa Australia, ICAEW. Semua tak ada lagi. Kan kalau dekat sini contohnya saya tengok macam UiTM lah. Saya degree unit 10. Dia letak dia punya logo dekat Bachelor Accounting. Sure. Tak je. Tapi UiTM memang ada semualah sebab dia pun offer ACCA semua ni. Ni Foundation in Accountancy ni, ACCA FIA. Dia pun dah jadi platinum punya ni, platinum study center dah. Ini contoh lah. Okay, tak apa, proses dia panjang sikit je. You still boleh lagi, tak ada masalah. Okay, sambung kat sini lagi. Inilah apa yang inilah antara professional body bodies dengan sertifikat yang ada di Malaysia lah yang boleh you apply. MPSB ada dia kita settle punyalah is a body yang handle kita yang uruskan kita punya standard. ACCA, MICPA, CAA and Z, dia collaboration antara dua ni. Malaysia Institute of Certified Chartered Accountant, Malaysia Institute of Certified Public Accountant dengan Chartered Accountant Australia and New Zealand. ICAEW ni number one lah kalau accounting. Kalau you nak ambil kalau ada orang ambil ICAEW tu, dia consider power lah. So ni function dia semua. Ni kat sini ada, you boleh cedok info-info dekat sini ya. Apa fungsi dia, MSB semua ni kat sini. ACCA, saya tengah sambung belajar. Saya tekan ada lagi 2 paper tak habis lagi. ACCA, MICPA, CANZ ni CPA Malaysia lah, MICPA kalau you nak sambung belajar. Kita ada ICAEW, the ultimate one lah. So orang account kalau you ada ICAEW ni memang power. You boleh jadi CFO, CEO company besar. Proton dah Petronas ke Samdabi ke, bila you ada, dia tahu you ada ICAEW tu, senang lah hidup you dari segi untuk kerja lah. You ada Cpa Australia. Cpa Australia ni is objektif, soalan dia semua objektif punya soalan. CGMA ni CGMA. CFA ni untuk orang finance, dia yang number one. Dia sangat susah. 3 tahun macam dia cakap ni, exam dia sekali setahun je dalam bulan Jun. Dia ada satu exam ni. Level 2 ni Jun sahaja. Setahun sekali jadi offer. Kalau you fail, tahun depan you repeat. Kalau tak silap saya, periksa dia 1 hari. Ada level 2 ni, saya tengok saya ada 6 paper. Ataupun 5 paper, 1 hari you ambil. 2 jam sampai pagi sampai petang. Level 1 pun sama, level 3 pun sama. So Malaysia jarang ada orang ada CFA dengan ICAEW. CFP ni biasalah orang ambil untuk orang yang bahagian investment, jual insurance ke, jual unit trust ke, biasa dia akan ambil CFP. Okay. Bila when it comes to past year paper yang ni, saya tak faham kenapa point you ni panjang sangat. Dia macam explanation lah. Explanation pendek, point yang jadi panjang. Point ni sikit je. 1 hingga 5 patah perkataan je sebenarnya. Point kan? 1 hingga 5 patah perkataan. Maximum 5 words sahaja. Explanation tu yang jadi 3 baris hingga 5 baris. Okay, ni to collaborate with other national, collaborate with other national. You copy paste kat sini je. Dia nak key point. Okay, ini tadi due diligence. Okay, 9.55 malam. Ada soalan tak? Tadi siapa tanya soalan tadi? Saya tak tulis nama tadi.
Saya ke tadi yang tanya kat saya.
Siapa Asrul? Asrul Okey. Okey,
Saya
ada
tanya, Sir.
Okey, siapa nama?
Nur Fatin Atira.
Okey, Fatin Atira. Soalan.
Soalannya berbunyi, what is the difference between chartered and certified for each accounting professional and certificate?
Tak ada difference sangat pun. Dia different macam you ambil degree accounting, unit 10, UITM, UIA, dia macam tu je. Untuk pemahaman ni lah. You ambil daripada different university sahaja. Benda yang sama sahaja. Cuma difficulty level tu sama ada you nak 3 meter papan anjal, 10 meter papan anjal, seirama, berirama semua tu. Macam swimming, you nak swimming kuat lentang ke, kuat dada ke, tapi you still swimming. So you pilih je mana you nak. Okay, ICAW is number 1 untuk accounting. CFA is number 1 untuk orang finance. You pilihlah ACCA Global, ICAW dengan CFA tu is number 1 lah. Ultimate. Kalau you nak simple, you ambil MICPA. Simple sikit lah. Yang sederhana ACCA, CIMA okey sekarang. Sebab CIMA tak ramai orang dah. CIMA macam dah kurang di Malaysia. So dia bagi recognition, CIMA bagi recognition senang. So sepatutnya di DHU, di RB High Court University, you pergi kat CIMA dulu. Kat CIMA yang paling senang lah setakat ni. Universiti Islam Pahang ni, degree accounting dia pun baru. So dia start dengan CIMA dulu. Dia dah dapat CIMA recognition. Mungkin dia akan pergi dekat next professional body. Okay, Fatin Atira.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
You're welcome. Tak apa, kalau in terms of kerja tak ada masalah. You habis degree je you boleh kerja. Tak ada masalah. You nak kerja kat EY ke semua tak ada masalah. Okey. Cuma bila you nak ambil professional certificate je. You kena ada panjang sikit dia punya perjalanan. Kerja tak ada masalah. You boleh kerja dekat mana-mana. Petronas pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Okey, soalan lain? Okey, kalau tak ada soalan, dia punya ni, score tadi. Okey. Yang ni saya bagi state 4 je lah, 48. So sekarang the highest is 8.5 ni. Okey. Ni you punya scoreboard. Next round, kita ada next week ya. Next week kita second round. Saya nak tanya you all, untuk kelas ganti awal Ramadan ni, kita nak ganti sebelum Ramadan. Saya plan untuk ganti sebelum Ramadan. Bila nak ganti sebelum Ramadan ni, maksud you ada 2 round sebelum puasa. Presentation you, 2 round. Maksudnya, sebab yang ni kan, yang round ni, dia anjakkan awal. So untuk bagi kesemuanya nanti, maksud next week akan ada round kedua. Jangan risau, semua saya bagi info. Saya akan share semua pasir punya sini punya slide. Next week untuk kita settlekan satu round lagi untuk 6 orang ni. Tapi saya tak sure, mungkin hari Khamis sebab you take time untuk you buat. Hari ni Jumaat, Sabtu, Ahad, Isnin, Selasa, Rabu, Khamis. Ada 5 hari lah untuk setiap orang buat. So Khamis tu kita akan ada kelas malam. Khamis, Jumaat tak boleh, Sabtu, mungkin Ahad. Ataupun Isnin minggu satu lagi tu untuk first round. Isnin tak boleh malam lah, Selasa lah biasanya. Maksudnya Jumaat minggu depan dengan Selasa minggu satu lagi. Masa tu, sekejap saya tengok kalender saya. Ini 18. You akan present 24. 24 dengan 28. Sebab kita puasa 3 hari bulan. Rasanya 3 hari bulan kan. So 24, 25, 26, 27. Tak ada juga ni. Ni ada lagi, tapi ni ada lagi kan. Thursday, Friday ni. So sebelum hari sehari, maksudnya hari sebelum puasa tu, kita settlekan round ketiga. So yang topik-topik yang lepas ni semua topik-topik yang satu topik je. Presentation dulu kita settlekan, video-video ke apa semua tu dalam bulan puasa you all boleh sediakan. Boleh tak? Saya nak tanya you. Maksud sebelum puasa ni you ada 2 lagi presentation sebelum puasa. Boleh tak? Kalau senyap tu tanda setuju. So kalau tanda setuju, next week hari Khamis malam kita akan tengok siapa yang sampai ke mana kita boleh present. Kalau 4 grup, kalau 3 grup, kita 3 grup. Lepas tu kita akan sambung hari Selasa minggu satu lagi tu. Hari Selasa 28 hari bulan. So 24 dengan 28. Lepas tu sambung 31. Lepas tu dengan mungkin 1 hari bulan ataupun 2 hari bulan ni. So bulan puasa minggu pertama ni kita rest, tak ada kelas. So minggu kedua you dah ada energi untuk masuk bulan puasa tu, dan kita akan continue. Tu pun 2 kelas dia dalam bulan puasa. 1 round saja presentation dalam bulan puasa. 1 round sebab kita dah settle dalam round kedua ketiga lah, round keempat dalam bulan puasa. And then final round tu lepas raya, 1 orang akan present 1 partial paper. Itu final. So you ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 round lah. 5 round, 5 kali 5 markah. Lepas tu akan masuk test. You. Boleh test pun tak ada write up. Test you kena present juga. Bukan present, you kena buat slide presentation untuk you punya test tu. Sebab dia teori kan. Tapi nanti saya decide kemudian test 1 dengan test 2. Test 1, test 2. Boleh? So kalau tak ada bangkangan, kalau tak ada objection, due proses kita berjalan lancar, due proses kita berjumpa hari Khamis dan juga hari Selasa untuk second round. Sebabnya hari Jumaat, Sabtu, Ahad saya tak ada saya ke Kuala Lumpur. Saya ke Shah Alam, Selangor. Jumaat, Sabtu, Ahad. Isnin baru balik. Ahad petang baru balik. Okey, kalau tak ada apa-apa, kita jumpa hari Khamis. Assalamualaikum. Ya, ada soalan?
Untuk topik presentation untuk minggu depan kan Selasa lagi 1 tu tak berubah sama je.
Sama macam yang saya tunjuk dah. Macam kita ada professional lagi, kita ada MIA, MICSA, MIT, MIIAM, MFRS, IFRS, GAAP. Lepas tu accounting theories, accounting approaches, green accounting, environmental, social and governance, ESG, ada lebih kurang dengan SDG lah. Saya asingkan 2 ni tapi dia topik yang sama. Lepas tu earning management, earning quality, creative accounting, fraudulent financial statement, financial crime, forensic accounting, financial criminology. Samalah, extensive business reporting, accounting for cryptocurrency, COVID, professional code of ethics, money laundering, MTCG, Islamic accounting, CSR ni boleh buat ni atas ni. Tapi tak apa, kita follow ini sahaja. Cuma tarikh dia 24 dan 28. Ini 28 lah. Ini 31 Mac. Oh, hari Khamis mula. Ni 24 dan 28. Ini mungkin 28 lah. 28. Ini mungkin 31. Ini mungkin 1, 2 atau 3 sebelum bulan puasa tu. So kita habis kat sini nantilah. Di sini. Settle round 1. Round 2, round 3. So ni yang round 4 ni dalam bulan puasa lah, 1 topik sahaja. Okey, ada soalan? Jangan lupa video masuk dalam saya punya G Drive. Slide submit dalam G Drive. Lepas tu bagi saya link YouTube. Okey, ada soalan lain? Okey, okey, thank you. Kalau tak ada soalan, kita jumpa hari Khamis malam. See you then. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir.